Hey guys, how we doing out there? We are finally back with a video. It has been so busy. I'm here to give you a tour. We booked an 8-day Carnival cruise trip for our family, for 5 of us. So there's 8 days total. There's 3 sea days, and then there's 4 different port stops. One in Aruba, Bonaire, and then there's 2 different stops in the Dominican Republic, La Romana and Amber Cove. So I'm going to give you a tour. We were kind of looking in between getting like a suite for all 5 of us to kind of be in one room, or if we wanted to get 2 different rooms, or I did happen to come across the Family Harbor suites. So we did the Family Harbor suite. So I'm going to give you a tour of the Family Harbor suite that we have that fits all 5 of us in. And we have pretty much, a good amount of space, I would say, still, even with the 5 people being in one room. And it does come with 2 bathrooms, really 1.5 bathrooms. So one with a full toilet and shower, and then the other bathroom just has a shower, but it has like a tub too. So that's kind of cool. And then also with the Family Harbor rooms, if you're in there, in that area, you're going to have access to the Family Harbor lounge as well. So let's go check it out. Okay guys, we stayed in 2446, and this is kind of the look down the hallway. We're on the aft side. I would say it's a pretty good spot to be in. Let's go inside. All right, so you come into the room. It's kind of like longer hallway. You do need like a key card, so they actually gave us one to kind of put in here all the time for the lights to work. And then we did realize that without this, like, your phone won't charge either. There was kind of one night that we had our phones plugged in, but they weren't charging because we didn't have a card in there. So there's kind of a light switch here. Any emergency steps kind of on the door here. Our muster station was D3, so it's kind of right above us. So when you come in, it's kind of like a longer hallway, and then you have like the 2 bathrooms here on the left. This first bathroom, let me kind of zoom this out a little bit. There we go. So this first bathroom, has the toilet in here. It's pretty good sized, I would say. Has like the close-up mirror, and it has like 3 different shelvings. Obviously they're not super big, especially if you've been on a cruise before. They're pretty standard, nothing special. And then the mirror, hello. 3 shelves over here. Pretty good sized counter space up here. So that's been kind of nice with the 5 of us. Stand-up shower, full-size shower. I get kind of like the whole thing in here. There is a line that goes across too for all of your wet clothes. Thermostats up here. We, obviously have it all the way down on cool. A couple of hooks for you. And then here is another bathroom. Here's the half bathroom, I should say. So another couple of door hangers. So I know my daughter kind of put that as, she kind of took this over as like her bathroom. But the counter space is much smaller. Overall, it's a much smaller bathroom. But it does have the 2 shelves on the side, a very small amount of counter space here. So really, I mean, she kind of took it over as her makeup area, getting ready area, which is kind of nice. And then this whole shower, it does have a tub. So if you have, smaller children that really need to take those baths, and it's easier, and then they do have this shower, handheld shower that you take down. So for littles, definitely this is the way to go. This would be super easy. I don't have that little kids anymore, but I would say this is a must if you have 4 and under that really don't like the showers just yet. And then it has the line that goes across too. So it's been really good for us. For the 5 of us, we definitely needed another bathroom. And then if you spin around, try not to spin around too fast for you. So when you came in on the right side, there was closet space. So there's like a full-size mirror inside of this closet, and it is full size where you can hang up your dresses. We have had a few formal nights here, and we put some shoes down here too. So that's been nice to kind of hang up some clothes so that you don't have them in your suitcases. And then there's another set of closets. These closets have been really nice to kind of, I unpacked everything, so I have all of my stuff in here so that I don't have to get my suitcase in and out, and we kind of throw shoes at the bottom too. And then there's some laundry bags up here if you need to use their laundry services. And then there is, you know, the safe, and then I put a whole bunch of stuff here. And then there's a whole bunch of these drawers too that pull out. So plenty of space, 3 drawers there. And if you kind of keep going in here, I didn't get, you know, we've been on it for a couple of days, so I didn't have it when it was completely open. But when we first came in here, both of these beds that came out from the roof obviously was in the ceiling. And then this bed right here is a couch. So, I mean, if you don't have 5 people and need to use all of it, you could, you know, keep this couch down or get rid of one of these beds or so. But like I said, we have 5 people. So we have 2 beds that come out of the ceiling. They do both hold each 250 pounds. So my older son is up here and my daughter is up on the other one. So they, you know, enjoy that, their own little space up there. And then my little guy, we put down here because he is kind of a roller. So like I said, this was a couch that kind of goes up. If you don't need to use that, you can kind of keep it there. But we've been kind of keeping them down the whole time. You know, we're not really spending a ton of time in here. We come in here really to sleep and get ready, and we're out the door. So we do have a couple of suitcases right here, but they're totally out of the way. So if you back up, you can kind of see there is a little bench right here, a little stool if you want to get ready. So if I turn this way, let me back up a little bit here so you can kind of see the full. So we have 3 shelves up there, and all of the Carnival towels we kind of pushed up there. That mirror is nice to kind of get ready. If you have a few females in your party, that's a mirror, and then the other bathroom is nice. Big full-size counter here. The only thing I will say is I kind of forgot, we've been on mini cruises before, but one thing I did forget is the lack of plugs. So there's 2 plugs there and 2 USBs. So we only have 4 things plugged in right now. There is kind of I think those are what called the European outlets or whatever right there too. But I would kind of bring, I've seen it on other people's channels that they've brought like little extensions where they have many, you know, plugins. I kind of forgot this time around, but that's okay. So there is a drawer that kind of pulls out so you can kind of put some stuff in there. There is a hair dryer that comes that you don't really have to bring your own. I find that it's really not that powerful though, as much as, you know, the one that you have at home. But remember, these are the only plugs. There's not any plugs in the bathroom too. So if you want to dry your hair, it's right here. So we do have a fridge as well, a normal, you know, sized fridge there. We've just been kind of hoarding waters and Gatorades. So that's that. And then there is like a little table. So this kind of goes in front of that couch. So like I said, if you did not pull that couch down, that table would be kind of in front of that. So we have it kind of halfway out, but not too far in the way to kind of put a few things. And then we kind of put shoes underneath as well. So it's kind of, you know, those are like twin size beds here and here. This king size has been pushed together because it's 2 twins. Is it a king size or a queen size? I think it's a king size if you push them both in. But there are little nightstands on each side, and there is little cubbies on each side as well. And then of course, you know, the famous little animals. I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like an Ewok. I don't know what that is, but it's nice. One thing we do definitely recommend is bringing these magnetic hooks. I always buy a few of them. And these walls are magnetized, so you can put extra hooks, you know, to kind of get things off of the floor and whatnot. So there is quite a bit of space on this side. So we kind of stashed some other suitcases over here. And then there is another drawer that pulls out over there, a little cupboard. So it's been kind of nice. We did get, we kind of booked this late, so we didn't get any kind of like, what am I trying to say? A balcony room, but we did get like an ocean view. Right now we are in the Dominican Republic. So we just made port, and my family jumped off the ship for a little while to kind of go explore. So we'll kind of see what they get into. But like I said, if you have a family, they definitely would benefit from that, from this family harbor suite. Also, let me see if I can kind of zoom in here. So that's a light switch up there above both of these beds. There's lights that they can use up there too. So that's been kind of cool, kind of nice for them. All right, so that is the family harbor suite. We are in 2446. And it has been really nice. Oh, also something else that's worth mentioning. Underneath this bed, we have a couple more suitcases too. So these are raised up enough where you can put a couple of suitcases under there too to kind of alleviate some of your space. So I know one of the last Carnival cruises that we had with all 5 of us in there, man, we were cramped. So if you have a family of 5, check out the Family Harbor Suite. The 1.5 bathrooms is an absolute must for us to kind of get ready to get out the door. And another perk of the Family Harbor Suites is the Family Harbor Lounge. So let's go check that out. Okay, so we're coming up on the Family Harbor. 2446 is straight down that hallway. So it's a great room. Location-wise, it's on the aft side, and you just come straight up here, so you're not super far away from this Family Harbor Lounge. So here, let me try to get this. I got one coffee in a hand and I got one hand. So when you go into the Family Harbor Lounge, you have to buzz in, like with your key, so not everyone can access it. So when you come in, there is a different lounge area right here that has like their own TV, and down here there are different games that you can get out. There it is. So they have some board games that you can get out and play. Looks like Bubble Talk, The Brainiac, Sorry, Risk. I'll look at the hours here in a minute. There's some more board games and stuff. There's like a coloring box for the kiddos, coloring pages and whatnot. But this is kind of a good area to come out and relax. Like with your family, it's a whole different area to relax in. And it's kind of nice, like in the mornings, you don't have to fight the crowd for the buffet up there because you have all of your normal food down here too. Let me take a look at this, the meal hours. So yeah, I mean, breakfast depends on the port days and the days at sea. But you have regular breakfast down here. It's a smaller selection of a buffet. Afternoon snack is from 3 to 5. Evening cookies and milk is from 7 to 9. And they have like water and everything too up here. I will say, because it is a smaller per se selection versus like the normal buffet, but it really isn't. I went up to the normal buffet today. They had pretty much the same stuff, maybe a little bit more, but you're really not missing out. And when we went up there, it was really, really, really busy, and we could not even find a place to sit. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to my own little lounge down here. It has plenty of tables. They have people attending to help, keep this clean and whatnot. So like that's the buffet area. They'll have stuff out later. I'll try to come back between like 7 and 9 and show you. They had some lunches, like, breakfast is like eggs, bacon, sausage, fruit, other kind of cuts of meat, bananas, things like that, French toast, pancakes, normal stuff. The lunch hours, they had like some PB&J sandwiches. They had some ham and cheese sandwiches, things like that for lunch. And then they have cookies and kind of milk later. Another kind of cool thing is the clean hands. It kind of automatically cleans. It's a 1 to 2 second wash cycle. So that's kind of fun. You also have your own ice cream machine in here, so you don't have to battle the huge crowd up there. Another thing that's worth mentioning is they have really, really, really good air conditioning in here. This has been a very, very hot cruise overall. Not just like the ship, but just the port day. Like it's very hot. It's June, so the end of June. So we also have our own coffee machine in here. It does espressos, cappuccinos, cafe lattes, foam. You can kind of get a little bit fancy there. And then we have a water machine here. I do kind of wish that they had like bottles of water or some other things in here, but in the morning they'll have like yogurt, they have milk, chocolate milk, things like that. And then here's just more sitting areas. Connect 4. We do have like a little desk for internet if you're needing that. This is the other way out. Here's another sitting area. They have a high chair for you guys to use if you need that. Other board games, another community area to sit. They usually always have like movies going on too. And like I said, like this is a really nice area to go with your family and just relax. They have stacking cups over there. I think this drawer is full of games too. Oops. Oh, I guess it's just the DVD player. So that's always nice to have. And they have like video games over here too, a couple of stations. So that's the Family Harbor Lounge and the whole Family Harbor area. So that is located on deck 2, kind of towards the aft side. I would definitely recommend staying in the Family Harbor area if you have kiddos. I'm telling you, even if I don't have kids, when they get older and I rebook, like on the Carnival Horizon, that is the ship that we're on, I think I would still go to the Family Harbor Lounge just for really this lounge. Like this has been so completely worth it to hang out, get out of the crowds, do the buffet away from the crowds. Like I said this morning, it was crazy up there. Could not even find a place to sit. There was no tables available at all. So all right, that's all I have for the Family Harbor area, the room and the lounge overview. Stay tuned for some of my other videos of our fun out on our cruise and a ship tour as well. Thanks, guys.